Hey folks, welcome to Monday's Market Outlook here at TOPGUN Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and day 2 of our free week of training and trading is complete here at TGO. And we had a blast this morning. Made $1,200 in 24 minutes on an S&P 500 trade. We looked at closing a target bear call spread for $2,100 in profit, and also we debriefed our Amazon bear call spread from last week that expired for a max profit of $2,600, folks. We are knocking the cover off the ball. So we started Full Throttle last night with a welcome aboard brief. If you didn't get a chance to attend the welcome aboard brief, you can watch the replay. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT replay. Stands for Full Throttle Replay. And today's weekly options brief is almost done being rendered here, and then I will post it on this replay page as well. Listen to me. We only take 50 new members. Whenever we do quarterly Full Throttle training, 50 new members, shut the door. Done. We already have about 12 or 13 so far, and they are going fast, folks. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT-Hunters. You want access to the self-directed investment club known as the Hunters, you got to either do the annual membership right there, $29.95, or you can try out the Hunters and Full Throttle for a couple months for only $4.97. Do it for a couple months and then upgrade into the annual to save 50%. If you just want a trial, check us out for a couple months, walk around, continue to kick the tires, even though a free week of trading and training is really all you need. Do the $2.95. Again, go.topgunoptions.com/FT-Hunters. As I said, we took a sniper shot this morning as soon as the market opened. Let's take a look at our trades here, orders. Right there, boom. Opened at $1.40, closed at 60 in about 24 minutes. That's awesome, $1,200. And then we took a look at an iron condor. It's a range-bound trade on the S&P 500. We got Jerome Powell talking this week, folks. So we looked at a 4,500. Here's 4,500 and a 4,400 iron condor. So we put a roof on it up here at 4,500. We put a basement on it down here at 4,400. And I think we're gonna move around this week, but I think we're gonna stay on the football field between 45 and 4,400. If that happens, or when that happens, this trade's going to make a max profit of about $3,700 potentially in 1 week. Discipline, risk management, superior execution, folks, because the biggest thing going on this week is Wednesday. Jerome Powell, man, here come the Fed. Raging inflation last week, folks. The CPI and the PPI print was hot. Both of them were hot. And for some reason, it took a couple days, and then Friday, the market started to care. The market is going to care about raging inflation, folks, I guarantee you. And most likely, Jerome Powell is going to say something this week along those lines. Like, yeah, we've come down from 9.1% obscene inflation, but it's sticky, and we still have work to do. If he lets out and we still have work to do, it's probably going to be lookout below, and we might head back down to this 4,400. So as long as we stay above 4,400 this week, we're going to look at max profit on that iron condor. So a lot going on in the market, and obviously I didn't even bring this up yet, but we got what? We got a looming government shutdown, ladies and gentlemen. McCarthy has, a couple weeks. I think he's got like 8 legislative days or something like that, a week and a half, 2 weeks to pull a rabbit out of where. If he doesn't get this government a deal by the end of the month, September 30th, the government technically shuts down. So we'll see what happens, man. Obviously, it's kabuki theater. The Democrats have their talking points. The Republicans have their talking points, but somebody, something's got to give, and usually they end up meeting in the middle, which means us getting screwed, going deeper into debt, and nobody doing anything about anything. So, but at least volatility should tick up, and the market should tick down a little bit. So outside of the range-bound iron condor that we talked about today, I have some bearish double verticals on, also known as tredges. Those are trades that act as hedges as well. So I'm ready. If we have a violent pullback in the market, we're going to print money. And if volatility spikes, we're going to print money. So let's go take a look at the VIX. The VIX is finally starting to come to life a little bit here. See down here? I mean, the VIX just is pricing in that absolutely nothing bad is going on. Or it's pricing in that everything bad is known. War in Europe, raging inflation, interest rates at multi-decade highs, political clown car, you name it. That's all known. None of that's surprising right now, Wiz. Duh. That's why the VIX is down here. So God forbid something that ain't crappy and unknown happens, boom. We're going to see a massive spike in volatility. Now, a lot of people have been short on volatility, and it's been a pretty good trade, but being short on volatility works until when? It doesn't, and people get destroyed. So our sales are trimmed, ready for NEC conditions, and obviously here at Top Gun Options in Full Throttle, I'm going to teach you how to potentially make money no matter if the market's going up, down, or sideways. I've showed you my personal portfolio in Full Throttle. Everybody's a genius when the market's going straight up, isn't it? Right? Everybody's at a cocktail party talking about how brilliant a trader they are, and then obviously for the past two months or month and a half, they're not so brilliant. I am. I showed you my personal portfolio where in the past month and a half to 2 months, my portfolio has zoomed as the major indices have imploded. My accounts are blowing out the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is the highest index year to date. It's up about 30%. My personal account is up over 65%, double the NASDAQ, and obviously clearly blowing away the so-called smart money and hedge funds out there. They're averaging about 5% year to date. That's what the Dow has done year to date. Actually, it's about 4%, but I'll allow them, to beat. They're beating the Dow by a percentage point, folks. It's a joke. 60% higher than the average hedge funds as reported by the Barclays Hedge Fund Index. So watch the replay from last night. If you didn't, watch the replay from today, which is almost done rendering. It'll be up here shortly. As soon as I get done this brief, I'll throw it up here. Grab your slot now, folks. I'm telling you, do not try and be the 51st person because I won't allow you to come in. I'll see you in January or whenever we do the Q1 Full Throttle training. Get airborne now before all the slots are gone. If this is the first time you're hearing about free Full Throttle training this week, don't worry about it, man. You still got time to register. We have a brief tomorrow morning at 10, tomorrow night at 7, and the final brief Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. It's AR, Accelerated Retirement, where, baby, we're going to be talking about psychedelics. The only sector you should be long-term bullish on is the healing space and the psychedelic space. We got a lot to talk about there. So head to go.topgunoptions.com/launch FT. That stands for Launch Full Throttle, and you can still register for the rest of the training sessions. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. Fights on. Namaste and basi basi. I'll see you tomorrow.